Okay, guys. Now we are going to solve this reading test together. This is a general training IELTS reading test. So those who are academic IELTS candidates, it's a very good opportunity for you to learn the basics of IELTS reading, right? All the basic things about IELTS reading you will find here, especially every type of question like true, false, not given, sentence completion, multiple choice, and all that. Okay. So the test which we are going to solve together, you have to repeat this test at home as well. When you go back home, you should repeat this test there. Whenever you start your reading module, first of all, you're going to read the title. And the title is Transition Care for the Elderly. Now, if you do not understand transition, doesn't matter. Care for the elderly. Elderly means old people, and care means how to take care of old people. Remember, it is not necessary to understand everything in IELTS listening and IELTS reading. Like yesterday, we were doing a listening test, and there were some tidal lagoons and this and that. So even if you don't know the meaning of lagoon or tidal, still you can find the answer. So if there is any word which is unusual, difficult, you don't know the word, don't panic about that. Just read on and you will find it. Then they have mentioned what is transition care, and then who provides transition care, what means. If there is any question related to transition care, answer is here. Who provides, person, then answer is there. Where do I receive transition care, location, so answers are here. So you can just read it like this, and then we go on to the questions. Now, questions 1 to 6, true, false, not given. The question type is true, false, not given. In true, false, not given type of questions, in the question, there is a word or there is a phrase which decides the answer. Sometimes that word is all the people, and in the passage they say some people. All and some, they are opposite. Answer is false, right? Sometimes they say all the people. In the passage they say 100%. 100% means all. Answer is true. Sometimes they say all the people. In the passage they don't mention whether it is all the people, some of the people, 20%, then answer is not given. So it's important when you read the question, you should identify that this sentence or this word or this phrase is going to decide what the answer is. Okay? All right. Now, we just see there are certain words which are used in true, false, not given, and these words decide the answer. For example, we have a statement, only hospital patients can go on to have transition care. Now, only hospital patients. So, listen now carefully. Whenever you're doing true, false, not given, divide it into three parts. If only hospital patients can get transition care, answer is true. If all the patients who are not hospitalized even, they can get transition care also, answer is false. And if they don't tell us whether it's only the hospital patients or all the patients who can get transition care, then answer will be not given. I give you another example. Question number 2. Transition care may be long term or short term. Now they say long term or short term. Listen, if in the passage they mention only long term, what will be the answer? True. Right? If I say I have, for example, if I say I have 100 rupees and in the passage it's written Asad has 50 rupees. So if I have 100 rupees, do I have 50 rupees? Of course I do. Because 50 is less than 100, I have it. Okay? If I say I have 1000 rupees in my pocket and you ask me, do you have 500? Of course I have, because I have more than 500. So if they mention long term, or they mention only short term, right? They said long term or short term, answer will be true. And if they are only going to say that it is going to be only short term, not long term, then it is going to be false. And if long term, short term is not mentioned, then the answer is going to be not given. Okay, now we solve it. A good thing is, whenever we have true, false, not given, questions and answers are in order. Whenever we do this, questions and answers are in order, in academic as well as in general training. And mostly, you find all the answers in 1 or 2 paragraphs. You just read one sentence, one answer. After a couple of sentences, you read another one, you find another answer, and all that. Okay. Now, only hospital patients.
Since you said that if it is short term only, it will be a wrong answer.
Let me solve this question, then you'll be clear.
So my question to you is that long term or short term?
Yeah.
Be an option.
Yeah.
Or means an option.
Yeah.
So if they talk about short term, what is their right answer?
Let me read the passage. With that, then I'll clarify. Okay, now we come back to the passage. First paragraph, what is transition care? Transition care is for older people who have been receiving medical treatment but need more help to recover and time to make a decision about the best place for them to live in the longer term. You can only access transition care directly from hospital. You can only access transition care directly from hospital. What is the question? Question number 1. Only hospital patients can go on to have transition care. And sentence is, you can only access transition care directly from hospital. What is the answer? Answer is true. Absolutely. And please do one more thing. The sentence which is related to the answer, write there number 1. Underline the sentence and write there number 1, so that when you go back home, you could repeat this test also. This is called location of the answer. So you need to mark the locations of answers on your handout. Question number 2, transition care may be long-term or short-term. Now we read about that. Second paragraph. Everyone, passage, second paragraph. Transition care is focused on individual goals and therapies and is given for a limited time only. Now, when they say limited time only, is it for long term? No, they mentioned limited time only. So, answer is false for that. Well done. Got the point? Again, I'm telling you, mark the locations on the passage. That this is the answer. Here is the answer of question number 1. Here is the answer of question number 2. So that when you go back home, you can do one thing. You can write 2 brackets and then write question number 2. Okay, so when you go back, you can practice. Question number 3. Everyone, see, these words are dangerous. These words need special attention. Everyone receiving transition care must contribute to the cost. Now look here. Everyone who receives transition care, he has to contribute to the cost. Contribute means he has to pay 20% of the cost, 30%, 40%. Now, if everyone has to pay, answer is true. If there is a category of people, if they cannot pay, they don't have to pay, answer is false. And if they don't tell us whether everyone has to pay or some people have to pay, then it is not given. So let's come back. Second paragraph, title, who provides transition care service? Found it? Now let's read it. Transition care is often provided by non-government organization and is subsidized by the government. If your circumstances allow, it is expected you will contribute to the cost of your care. If your circumstances allow, means if you can afford it, then you are supposed to pay. Otherwise, it's okay. Now, what's the question? Everyone receiving transition care must contribute. Not everyone. If your circumstances allow, then you have to pay. Otherwise, you don't have to pay. So, what is the answer? False. Well done. Got it? It's quite logical. That is why academic IELTS candidates, if you do not understand academic reading, solve 4 or 5 general training reading tests and then come to academic reading. Okay? General training reading is a level below academic reading level. So it will provide you a very good foundation. Okay. Question number 4. Transition care at home is only available for patients who live alone. Underline the word alone. So if transition care at home is only available for patients who live alone, without family, without anyone, it's true. If it is available for those who live with family also, then it is false. And if they don't tell us alone or family, then not given. So please come back. Where do I receive transition care? Second last paragraph. Transition care is provided in your own home or in a live-in setting. This setting can be part of an existing aged care home or health facility such as this and that. Have they mentioned that you are living alone or you are living with your family? So what is the answer? Not given. Well done. Okay, question number 5. Transition care may be given on a hospital site. Now listen, hospital site can be part of hospital. One is full hospital, one there can be a dispensary along with the hospital. So if transition care may be given on a hospital site, it's true. If may not be given, false. Otherwise, not given. Same paragraph. Same paragraph, and I'm reading it from first line after full stop. This setting, found it? Second last paragraph, first line after full stop. This setting means that transition care is provided in your home. This setting can be part of an existing aged care home or health facility such as a separate wing of a hospital. Now, separate wing of a hospital means hospital site. So what should be the answer? Answer is true. Very good. Transition care may be given on a hospital site. For hospital site, they use the word separate wing of a hospital. So separate wing of a hospital means hospital site. Question number 6. You may lose your place in a care home if you have to leave it to receive transition care. Now, for example, you are in a care home. For old people, they have care homes. You are in a care home and you go and get transition care. So if your place is gone, like they give that place to someone else, then answer is going to be true. They say you may lose your place in a care home if you have to leave it to receive transition care. So if you will lose your place in the care home, like for example, you are living in an old house, care home, and then you go to the hospital for a week. And when you come back and they say your seat is taken, you are not allowed to be here now. So if that is the case, if you lose your place, answer is true. If your place will be reserved until you come back, then answer is going to be false. And if they don't tell us whether the place will be lost or reserved, then it is not given. So we come back. Last paragraph. If you're already receiving subsidized residential care in an aged care home, but you need to go somewhere else for transition care, your place in the aged care home will be held. Your place will be held until you return. Will be held means will be reserved. So place will be lost? No, it will be reserved. It will be held. So what is the answer? Answer is false. Okay, so you can repeat these 6 questions as many times as possible because they are going to provide you very good understanding. Now, let's go on. Next we have, okay, so whenever you start the passage, you're going to start it with the title. The title is Cabin Bags for Air Travel. Air travel is traveling by air. Alright, inshallah soon you're going to do your shopping. After IELTS, when you get the visa, so then you will do your shopping. And you need to buy some good bags, okay? Don't say shopper, I'll take a shopper and my stuff in that. So cabin bag. Cabin bag is the bag that you take in the aeroplane, right? A small bag, 7 kgs allowed, right? So cabin bags for air travel. If you want a small bag with wheels that you can take onto the plane with you, there is a wide choice. Here are some of the best ones. So it means they are going to tell us about cabin bags. Cabin bag A, B, C, D, E. After that, we come to questions. The question type is which paragraph mentions the following. We call it which paragraph contains the following information. Now for this type of questions, it's a very good idea to skim read one paragraph. Skim read. What is skim reading? Skim reading is to read quickly so that you get to the gist of that. For example, if you have to read the newspaper, we don't read newspaper these days, but anyways, if you have to read the newspaper and you've got 2 to 3 minutes, so what do? You skim read the newspaper. You read the headlines only. Okay, then you turn to next page, read headlines, and that's it. This is called skim reading. So when you skim read, you don't read everything. Sometimes you read one sentence carefully, then you skip a sentence, then you read a sentence, then you skip a sentence. That is called skim reading. Okay, as you read, you need to underline the words. The words which are given there, you can underline them as well. Okay, yeah. Now, let's get started. I want you all to imagine a cabin bag, right? A small trolley bag, right? That is what we call, if you imagine and whatever you read, you imagine that you will be able to retain it and you can find the answers easily, okay? Let's see. First of all, bag A. Please come to the passage. Bag A. Flyer B3 is an ultra lightweight cabin bag. Underline ultra lightweight, which can withstand some pretty harsh treatment. Underline withstand harsh treatment. You know what is harsh treatment? When they throw your bags, right? It is nylon and polyester. Its nylon and polyester sides won't rip or burst open. Underline won't rip or burst open. Won't means will not. Exactly. This is will not. Okay, open if it is dropped or thrown whilst in transit. Okay. However, the trolley handle feels quite thin and flimsy. Underline trolley handle, thin and flimsy. What does it mean? Trolley handle is thin and flimsy. Yeah, kamzor hai. Exactly. Trolley handle is thin and flimsy. Top carrying handle is hard and flat. Now, top carrying handle, trolley handle, top carrying handle is hard and flat. So underline top handle, hard and flat. So the problems are with what? With handles. All these problems are with handles. And the side handle isn't easy to grip. So all the problems are with trolley handle, top handle, side handle, and all that. Now we come back. Question number 7. Zips on this cabin bag difficult to use. Underline zips difficult to use. Now, did we talk about zips here? No, but you will keep that in mind because in another paragraph we are going to use it. So zips difficult to use. Question number 8. Cabin bag may be badly damaged if dropped. So badly damaged if dropped. But for this bag they said even if you drop it, it can handle that. But underline badly damaged if dropped. As you know, we are talking about bags, so it's like that. Question number 9. Handles of this cabin bag have a number of different problems. Handle, top carrying hand, that is thin and flimsy, hard and flat, this and that. So first correct answer is question number 9 and answer is A. Now what you are going to do, you will just put a little cross on question number 9 so that you don't read it again. Okay, time management. Now, we are going to read all the questions. One paragraph may contain one answer. One paragraph may contain 2 answers, even 3 answers, and even 0 answer. Keep that in mind also, okay? Question number 10. Cabin bag is very resistant to water. Underline resistant to water. They will talk about water resistant, waterproof, water. For water, they may use the word rain, moisture, anything like that. Question number 11, good choice of patterns for the fabric of this cabin bag. Underline good choice of patterns, means design. On the bag, there are very good designs. Question number 12, isn't very easy to move around. Underline isn't easy to move around. What does it mean? This bag is very heavy. Isn't easy to move around means it is heavy. Or maybe this bag is without wheels. So it is heavy to move around. Question number 13, this cabin bag has just one internal zipped pocket. Underline one internal zipped pocket. So inside the bag, there is one zipped pocket, right? And question number 14, trolley handle of this cabin bag is adjustable. But over here, he said handle is thin and flimsy, this and that, but he did not say it is adjustable. Now, we have all these questions in mind and we go to paragraph B and we see what could be the right answer there. So please come to paragraph B. Light glide has two external pockets. Underline two external pockets, both of which are zipped. But there they said internal zipped pocket. So it's not that. And lockable, but the inside pocket does not zip. So this will not be the answer. They said inside pocket does not zip. In the question they said inside pocket zip. In test we found the contents remain dry when given a good soaking. Soaking means you throw a lot of water and contents remain dry. What does it mean? It is water resistant or waterproof. Question number 10. Well done. This cabin bag is very resistant to water. Soaking. Soaking means you throw a lot of water and the contents remain dry. Right? So question number 10, correct answer is B. And now you're going to cross question number 10 also. Okay? You will cross this question number so that you don't read it again. So we have answered 9 and 10. We will not read them. Let's go on. Even around the zip. I'm reading paragraph B, third line after full stop. The trolley handle has a choice of two heights. What does it mean? Trolley handle has a choice of two heights. Adjustable. Well done. Which question number is that? 14. Trolley handle of this bag is adjustable. Right? So what will be the answer? Answer is B for question number 14. And now you will cross number 14 also. 3 questions we have answered in 2 paragraphs. Okay, let's read on. Trolley handle has a choice of two heights and the plastic handle grip doesn't have any sharp ridges that will make your hands sore. You know, sometimes after carrying a bag, your hands are red. That is called hands are sore. Okay. So, for carrying there are fabric handles at the top of the side. Fabric handles. Do we have anything related to fabric handles? No. That is the pattern and all that. Now please come to paragraph C. Foxton is easy to control across most surfaces. However, the zips don't always run smoothly. What does it mean? The zips always don't run smoothly. Question number 7. Exactly. Zips don't run smoothly. The zips on this cabin bag may be difficult to use. Now may be difficult to use and they don't run smoothly. You know, sometimes difficult to just zip up the bag. So question number 7, correct answer is C. Very good. Alright, let's go on. Paragraph C we read on. Especially around the corners, so you may have to give them a good tug, especially if the case is very full. This is definitely one to avoid if you are going somewhere rainy. It means it is not waterproof. Rainy, as it lets loads of water in and documents in the pockets will also get pretty wet unless they are in plastic folders. Paragraph D. The sky bag has single external zipped pocket. External. And another. Now what does another mean? What does another mean? Another means zipped pocket. You need to understand this, right? For example, they say sky bag has a single external zipped pocket and another. Another means another zipped pocket and another located inside the lid. Which option? One zipped pocket inside the bag. Question number 13. This cabin bag has just one internal zipped pocket. And for zipped pocket, they use the word another. Right? Have you got the point? Another? That's simple. It's just like this, these, those. As yesterday they were saying them for mentors. They were using the word they and them. And for zipped pocket, they use the word another. Right? Okay, another located inside the lid. Your clothes are kept in place by two adjustable straps. The zips are easy to grip and they run smoothly around the case. However, this cabin bag felt a little heavy to pull on all but smooth floors. Heavy to pull. Heavy to pull. That's right. Heavy to pull means difficult to move. That is question number 12. This cabin bag isn't very easy to move. heavy to pull, and isn't very easy to move. So question number 12 answer is D. And you will cross number 12 also, so that you know just few questions are left. Okay, let's read on. And it was hard to steer compared with some of the other suitcases. Now you see one paragraph is left and two questions. So if you have done it all well, for question number 11 and question number 8, you can write E without reading, if you've done it well. Otherwise, we just read it. So, Travel Shore 35 is available in a huge range of fabric design. Now, which question? Huge range of fabric design, including leopard print or lipstick kisses. Okay, on the bag there are lipstick kisses and all that. So question number 11. There is good choice of patterns for the fabric of this cabin bag. So what are those patterns? Leopard. Have you seen sometimes people wear some dress, leopard skin dress, right, and all that. So question number 11, correct answer is E, and we will cross 11 also. Let's go on. Tractable trolley handle is comfortable but cannot be adjusted to suit users. Now what is the question, by the way? Question is question number 8. Cabin bag may be badly damaged if it is dropped. All right. So please come to third last line. Paragraph E, third last line. We test each bag by letting it fall onto a hard floor, and our results show that you will have to treat this bag with great care if you want it to last. The fabric tore so badly at one of the corners that it was unusable. So what is that question? This cabin bag may be badly damaged if it is dropped. Question number 8, answer is E, and this is how we have answered all the questions. Okay, now we are going to go on with another question type here, and this is called short answer question. In short answer questions, the good thing is questions and the passage, they are in order. So once you find one answer, you will find another one, and then you go on and on and on, like true, false, not given, you will find every answer. Important thing is that you need to see what is the word limit. For example, you can see here question number 15 to 20, choose no more than 3 words and or a number. Now answer can be maximum 3 words plus number, only number, or minimum 1 word, 1 words, 2 words, 3 words, with number, without number. That is the range. Okay, so questions and answers are going to be in order. Okay, after this we are going to read the title, and the title is College Car Parking Policy. Now imagine there is a college and they have car parking there. So college car parking policy. What can be college car parking policy? And then they mention staff. Staff means lecturers, teachers, and the other staff. So there is college car parking policy for the staff. Then they mention parking permits and tickets. Any question related to parking permits and tickets, you will come here. Enforcement. Enforcement means how to act upon those rules and regulations and all that. Third heading is penalty charge notice, PCN. If there is any question about penalty charge notice, you will come here. Disabled parking. If there is any question about disabled parking, you will come over here, right? Now we go on, and then we've got visitors. Next page, visitors. And last one is short-term drop-off pick-up provision. Like, you know, you come and drop off your child for college and all that. Question number 15, where? Where means location, right? As I told you in IELTS speaking also, if they say where means location. Where can you buy parking permits at the college? So location. Where can you buy parking permits? Now parking permit is your clue word. So look for the word buy, purchase, and all that. First paragraph, third line after full stop, annual permits. Found it? Okay, now please follow me. First paragraph, third line after full stop. Annual permits can be purchased from the hospitality department. If you are taking paper delivered IELTS, be extra careful with the spelling in reading module. You just have to copy paste them. And if you do a spelling mistake in reading module, that is because of your carelessness. Okay? So correct answer is hospitality department. Question number 16, which document shows, now answer is going to be a document. Which document shows dates of term time? There is a document, they have a document that shows dates of term time. Same paragraph. Look for term time and all that. So which document shows the dates of term time? Have you found the word dates? Okay, now please come to fourth line, first paragraph, fourth line after full stop. First paragraph, fourth line after full stop. All permits tickets must be clearly displayed in the windscreen of vehicles during the dates of term time as published in the academic calendar. So they are published in the academic calendar. So which document shows dates? That is academic calendar. And be careful with the spelling of calendar. When you are doing IELTS reading, do not trust your own spelling. Just copy paste them. Then you will not be wrong. In calendar, the common mistake is student write DER. Actually, it is DAR. Okay? Alright, question number 17. What is the start date of annual parking permit? Now listen, whenever they use the word start date, they commonly say from this date to that date. So when they say from this date, that will be your answer. So what is the start date of annual parking permit? Same paragraph. Yeah, third last line. Annual car parking permits can be purchased from 20th September and are valid for one academic year from. So what is the answer? 20th September. Very good. Wrong answer. Those who do not understand, they'll be overjoyed. Yeah, 20th September. Listen, they said you can purchase them from 20th September. 20th September is not the validity. Then they say and are valid for one academic year, and that is from 1st October to 30th June. So answer is 1st October. Okay? Yeah. When you write wrong answer, you are extremely happy and excited that, yay, I found it. So it's not that. And they always give you a trap. You know, IELTS people are not simple. So 1st October will be the right answer. And even if you don't write ST, it's okay. Question number 18. Who is responsible for giving out parking fines if you park in the wrong place? So who will give you parking fine if your car is parked at the wrong place? Enforcement. Let's read. Nominated contractors will issue fixed penalty charge notice. Who is going to issue that? Nominated contractors. So means who will give you the parking fine? Nominated contractor will give you the parking fine. Okay, let's go on. What do visitors need? Now directly we will come to visitors. What do visitors need to show when parking? Second page, visitors. What do they need to show when parking? Second page, visitors. The college welcomes visitors and provides parking arrangements through pre-arranged permits which must be displayed in the vehicle. So, what do visitors need to show? Huh? Exactly. Pre-arranged permits or only permits. Both are right. Pre-arranged permits or only permits. Okay. I think correct answer is only permits because they need to show the permit. It is arranged before that. So you may write pre-arranged permits or only permits because we have the freedom of writing no more than 3 words. So that's fine. Where can nursery pickup point be found? Look for nursery pickup point. Where is it? Where can it be found? Last paragraph. Well done. There will be 2 short-term drop-off pickup spaces for users of the nursery with a maximum of 10 minutes waiting time allowed. These are located outside Concord Building. So outside Concord building, these are located. For located, they use the word where can they be found. Right? So answer is Concord building. If you write only building, wrong. If you write only Concord, even then it is wrong. So correct answer is Concord building. Okay? All right. You don't need to. They said, where can the nursery pickup point be found? Concord building. That's it. Okay, now we've got this next thing. All right. Now we've got this passage on maternity benefits. Maternity benefits are the benefits which are given to a mother when she gives birth to a child. These benefits are called maternity benefits. Okay. So first one is statutory maternity pay, SMP. If there is any question about pay, SMP, we will come here. Second is maternity allowance, MA. So if there is any question, we will come here. Third is child tax credit. So if there is any question, we will come over here. And short start maternity payments. This is the last one. Let's take a look at the questions. Questions 21 to 27. Choose no more than 2 words and or a number from the text for each answer. So this time, no more than 2 words and or a number. Okay, and questions and answers are in order. You will find them easily. What is the minimum period you must have worked for an employer? Question number 21. What is the minimum period you must have worked for an employer in order to be eligible for SMP? Now, for example, you are doing a job. So if you're doing a job for at least 6 months, at least 1 year, then you can get these benefits. So what is the minimum period? Answer is going to be months or years. So please come back. It's the 3rd paragraph where they talk about all these things. You are entitled. Found it? Okay, you are entitled to SMP. SMP means statutory maternity pay. If you have been employed by the same company for at least 26 weeks. Now, for at least 26 weeks means minimum period. So, minimum period and at least 26 weeks. Minimum and at least, they are synonyms. What will be the answer? 26 weeks. Question number 22. For how long is SMP payable every week as a percentage? Now look here. If they say, well, for 6 weeks, we will give you 50% of your salary, and after that, we will give you fixed amount. So, question is, for how long is SMP payable every week as a percentage? Same paragraph. We read it after a 3rd paragraph, and we are going to read it from 2nd line after full stop. You must also. Found it? 3rd paragraph, 2nd line after full stop. You must also be earning an average of at least 87 pounds per week before tax. The amount you get depends on how much you earn. For 6 weeks, you will receive 90% of your average weekly earning. How many weeks? 6 weeks. So for how long is SMP payable every week as a percentage? What is the answer? Answer is 90%. 90%. Exactly. Some have written 90%. Okay. They mentioned as a percentage. So they will pay you 90%. That is as a percentage. And what is how long? 6 weeks. Correct answer is 6 weeks. For 6 weeks, you will receive 90%. Simple. So for how long is SMP payable every week as a percentage? 6 weeks. And as a percentage, for that they used 90%. Okay, let's go on. What sum is payable every week as the second part of SMP? Look here. First part is 90% of your salary. Second part. Now let's read on. After 90%, please follow me, same paragraph after 90% of your average weekly earning. Then You will receive 112.75 pounds per week. So, what sum is payable every week as the second part? For second part, they use the word then. So, what is that? 112.75 pound. And you can write this pound sign there. Without pound sign, your answer will be wrong. Got it? Just mark all these answers, and when you go back, practice again, you'll be okay. All right, let's go on. What is question number 24? What is the maximum length of time MA is payable? MA is next. Maximum length of time, weeks or months. So please come to second maternity allowance, fourth last line after full stop. Can you see the word maternity allowance can be paid? Found it? Okay, third last paragraph, fourth last line after full stop. Maternity allowance can be paid for up to 39 weeks. Now, up to 39 weeks, what is maximum length? 39 weeks. And for maximum, they use the word up to. Up to means maximum, right? So, correct answer is 39 weeks. Only 39 will be wrong. 39 weeks will be the right answer. Okay, question number 25. Where can MA forms be obtained? You know, like admission form, we have MA form. So where can you get the form? Same paragraph, second last line. You will receive whichever amount is the lower. You can find maternity allowance forms at antenatal clinics. That's right. So correct answer is antenatal clinics. Now, it's not necessary to know the meaning of antenatal. Just write it down and go on. Okay, let's go on. Apart from income, what else is considered when assessing how much child tax credit is paid? Two things. One is income. What is the second thing? Apart from income, what else is considered? So, child tax credit, second last paragraph. If you are on a low income over 16 and are responsible for at least one child, you may also be entitled to child tax credit. The amount you get will depend on your personal circumstances and income. Now, what is the answer? Personal circumstances. Okay? Personal circumstances. Question number 27. What are sure start maternity payments? Last paragraph. I give you 30 seconds. Find it. What are sure start maternity payments? For payments, they use the word these as usual. What are sure start maternity? Excellent, that's right. Correct answer. These are individual grants. So what are sure start maternity payments? Individual grant. And have you noticed they use the word these? For payments, they use the word these. This always happens in IELTS. So correct answer is grants. Okay, that's good. Okay guys, now we are going to do reading passage 3. And reading passage 3 is same in academic and general training IELTS. The length of the passage, the type of questions that we have, they are same. So now the passage which we are going to solve, this is same in academic and general training. As usual, whenever you start solving any reading passage, first read the title. The title is Papyrus. You're not sure what Papyrus is. If you don't understand from the title, read the subtitle. Used by ancient Egyptians to make paper. Papyrus plant. Okay, now we understand. Papyrus is a plant which was used by ancient Egyptians to make paper. Now we are clear about it. After that, you will take a look at the questions. First, we have multiple list of headings. Now, list of headings, we have 5 questions. and for these 5 questions you have to skim read 5 paragraphs. Then we have multiple choice questions. There are 5 multiple choice questions, and for these 5 questions you will have to read 5 sentences in the passage. And finally we have questions 38 to 40, and that is summary completion. So summary completion, that is the easiest question type. So it's a good idea to start from summary completion. After that you can do list of headings, and finally you can do multiple choice questions. Okay, now we are going to start from here. How papyrus documents have survived, that is the title. How papyrus documents have survived. Papyrus is rich in cellulose. Now go back to the passage, scan the word cellulose. Cellulose, scan the word cellulose. Scan the word cellulose. 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 Well done. Paragraph C, first line. Now this is the location of your answer. Through scanning you have found the location of your answer. Now you know the answers will come from here. Now we read the question. Please follow me. Question number 38. Papyrus is rich in cellulose and in some conditions will be destroyed by fungal growths or to be consumed by. Consumed means eaten. Now imagine there is a plant, and plants are eaten by insects, animals, and all that. So let's go back. Come on, paragraph C. Read the first 2 lines and tell me what is the answer. Exactly. They've mentioned here decay, becoming covered by mold or full of holes from attacks by insects. So eaten by, consumed by insects. Correct answer for question number 38 is insects. Then we have question number 39, very technical question, and I would allow you to tell me the answer. Let's read the question. However, it can survive for long periods in an environment that is dry. It has been found. What do they mean by it? Papyrus. I mean, they made paper out of papyrus. So papyrus has been found in a 5,000-year-old dash in Egypt. Now listen, very technical question, because with the answer they have given so many extra words. You just have to figure out what is 5,000-year-old. Okay, please come back. The answer is here in the 3rd line. Paragraph C, 4th line. The earliest known role. Read from here. Paragraph C, 4th line. Just check what is 5,000 years old. The earliest known roll of papyrus scroll was found in the tomb of an official called Hamika near Memphis, which was then the capital of the city of Egypt and is around 5,000 years old. Now what is 5,000 years old? Yeah, is it capital of Egypt? Is it Memphis? Is it Hamika? Huh? Excellent. So, what's the right answer? The right answer is tomb. It is not Hamika. Hamika is not 5,000 years old. This is what you need to understand. A great example of referencing. I tell you how. Listen. Earliest known roll of papyrus scroll was found in the tomb of an official. Now, tomb was of an official. Now, official is not 5,000 years old. Next, they say called Hamika. Hamika is the name of official, right? Near Memphis. Now, that capital is near Memphis, another place, right? Now, place is, then they say, which was then the capital? Which was capital? What do they mean by which? Memphis. Memphis, which was then the capital city of Egypt. And then there is comma. And is around 5,000 years old. Now, they mentioned this thing, official called Hamika near Memphis. That is not 5,000 years old. 5,000 years old is their tomb. Okay, so papyrus scroll was found in the tomb, and that is 5,000 years old and all that. So correct answer is tomb. T-O-M-B. Okay. In Egypt and in Herculaneum, many papyrus documents were preserved following a huge dash. Underline the word huge. For huge, they can use the word devastating, large, big, and all that. So please, last line of paragraph C. They say Caesar's father-in-law were protected at Herculaneum by ash from the catastrophic eruption. Catastrophic means huge. So what is the answer? Huh? Catastrophic eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Eruption. Well done. Catastrophic eruption. Catastrophic means tabakun. Destructive. And for that they use the word huge. So correct answer is eruption. Okay. So these three questions can be answered, and you found all the answers in 1 or 2 paragraphs. Now after this, we come to, what do you say? List of headings or multiple choice? Let's do multiple choice. Okay. For multiple choice also, you have to read 1 or 2 sentences and you will find the answer. Now listen how to do it. For multiple choice questions, the good news is questions and answers are in order. Right? But they will not be together. Maybe one answer in one paragraph, one answer in another paragraph, and all that. You will only read the question first, not the options. After reading the question, you will go to the passage and scan the relevant part of the passage. Once you find that, then after that you will read, find the answer to the question, and then you will match that answer with A, B, C, D. Let's do it together. What was the problem with using animal skin and wood strips for writing? What is the clue word? Animal skin and wood strip. And we are going to find a problem. Now go back and look for animal skin and wood strips. Animal skin and wood strips. Start from paragraph A. Huh? It is the second paragraph of A where you find the word animal skin and wood strips. Found it? Okay. Now please follow me. Second paragraph, 4th line after full stop. Second paragraph of the passage, 4th line after full stop. Other cultures used more flexible but less permanent surfaces, including animal skin and wood strip. What is the problem? More flexible. Now listen, more flexible is not a problem. Problem is less permanent. Now we are going to find an option which is about less permanent. Let's go back. Option A. They did not last for a long time. Exactly. Less permanent and did not last for a long time. Option B. They were not easy to store. Not mentioned. Option C. They were insufficiently flexible. They said flexible, but insufficiently is not mentioned. Option D. They could be destroyed by fire. Not mentioned. So correct answer is A. They did not last for a long time. Did not last for a long time means less permanent. When something is less permanent, it does not last for a long time. Question number 34. Why did papyrus manufacturers hammer the papyrus? Now hammer is your clue word. Listen, question is like, why did they hammer papyrus? They were hammering it. Why? What was the purpose? We go back. So, well done. Paragraph B, and there we find the word hammered together. I'm reading from one line above. Paragraph B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th last line. After full stop, these were. Paragraph B, 5th last line, these were. Now please follow me. These were then covered with a second layer of strips which were laid at right angle. Now just imagine 2 layers and they were laid at right angle to the first, then soaked in water and hammered together. Listen, hammered together means they hammered them so that they could join together. hammered together so that they join one another. Now let's go back. What was the purpose of hammering? Option A, to remove water from the pitch strips. No. Option B, to join the layers of pitch strips together. That's right. They use the word hammered together. Hammered together means join the layers of pitch strips together. Option C, allow the pitch strips to be easily cut. They did not mention cutting. Option D, position the layers of pitch strips at the correct angle. They positioned it, but that was not the purpose of hammering. They positioned at the right angle and then they hammered together. So correct answer is option A, to join the layers of pitch strip together. Sorry, B. Option B. Okay. One more thing, for multiple choice questions, whether you are doing it in IELTS listening or IELTS reading, odd one out is very important. Elimination. Wrong options. In reading, you will get 4 options. In listening, you will get 3 options. So odd options should be out. In reading, your target should be to remove 2 wrong options. Then the chance will be 50-50. In listening, your target should be to remove at least 1 wrong option, and then the chance of success is 50-50. Let's go on. When referring to burning libraries and books, the writer is suggesting that. Now, when the writer is giving the reference of burning libraries and books, what is it that he is suggesting? Look for libraries, burning, books, and all that. Okay, that's right. It's the second page, second paragraph. Found it? Second page, second paragraph, second line after full stop. For thousands of years. Found it? Okay. For thousands of years, governments, despots, and conquerors have resorted to burning libraries and books to rid themselves of inconvenient evidence. Now, why did they do that? Why did they burn libraries or books? To rid themselves. Rid means to escape. To rid themselves of inconvenient evidence or obliterate cultures, so that people forget about old cultures, civilizations, and ideas that they found politically, morally, or religiously unacceptable. Right? So this is what the point is. Now we read the options. Option A. Information, now referring to burning libraries and books, the writer is suggesting that information can be used for harm as well as for good. Not at all. Cross it. Option B. New ways must be found to ensure information is not lost. Never. I mean, they did not burn the library so that they find new ways and all that. Now 2 options are gone. Option C. Cultural knowledge depends on more than written text. There is no comparison that cultural knowledge is more than written text and all that. Option D. Those in power may wish to keep others in ignorance. That is the right option. Okay, for that they use the word obliterate cultures and ideas. So obliterate cultures and ideas means keep others in ignorance. And for those in powers, for that they use the word conquerors. So correct answer for question number 35 is D. Question number 36, writer refers to Thor Heyerdahl to illustrate the point that. Now there is the reference of Thor Heyerdahl, and what is the point that he is illustrating? Look for the word Thor Heyerdahl. That's right. It's paragraph D for doctor, third line after full stop in 1969. Found it? Okay. In 1969, the adventurer Thor Heyerdahl attempted to cross the Atlantic from Morocco in the boat Ra to show that it was possible for mariners in ancient times to cross the Atlantic Ocean. Ra was made from bundles of papyrus stems and modeled on ancient Egyptian craft. Now what does it mean? He crossed Atlantic on a small boat which was made of papyrus, and he wanted to show them that it was possible to cross this ocean. Now we come back to options. Option A, papyrus could be used as a food on long sea voyages. Not mentioned. Okay. Option B, ancient Egyptians already had advanced navigation skills. No. Option C, papyrus could be used to build boats for long sea journeys. Maybe. Option D, ancient Egyptians knew of the environmental benefits of papyrus. No mention of that. Correct answer is option C. Papyrus could be used to build boats for long sea journeys. Now, what is long sea journey? To cross the Atlantic. That is long sea journey, and he used papyrus to build a boat. C will be the right answer. Question number 37. What does the writer conclude about papyrus today? And this type of answer is usually in the last paragraph. What does writer conclude about papyrus today? Now, please come to last paragraph and look for the word nowadays. Nowadays. Last paragraph, nowadays. Okay, so today, nowadays, currently, presently, this answer will come here. So, I'm reading it from there. Please follow me. Last paragraph and fifth last line after full stop. What makes papyrus? Found it? Okay. What makes papyrus noteworthy for Western societies nowadays is its use as the surface upon which our ancient ancestors recorded their lives, their art, and their science. In the words of the ancient Roman philosopher, that is different. So nowadays, is its use as the surface upon which our ancient ancestors recorded their lives. That's it. Now we find an option which matches here. Option A, it is better for the environment than using paper. No. Option B, its significance is restricted to its role in the past. No. Option C, it is still the best writing surface. Not at all. Read it. Nowadays, they say papyrus noteworthy for Western societies nowadays is its use as the surface upon which our ancient ancestors recorded their lives. Option D, more efforts need to be made to ensure it stays in use. Never. So what's the right answer? Right answer is B. I tell you why. Its significance is restricted to its role in the past. What is the role in the past? Our ancestors recorded their lives on this papyrus, and that's it. So that is, its significance is restricted to its role in the past. For that, the sentence is, nowadays its use as the surface upon which our ancient ancestors recorded their lives. So that is restricted to the past, and B is the right answer for that. Okay? All right. Now we go on. List of headings. List of headings is a very common question type, very confusing. For list of headings, it's a very good idea that first you read all the headings. When you read the headings, examiners, the paper setters, they make headings following a certain pattern. And these headings are basically the main idea of one paragraph from the passage. So when you read the heading, you need to read and interpret. For example, we have heading number 1, solving puzzle of papyrus document. Now in one paragraph, they will talk about the confusion which is related to papyrus document and how to cover that. So we just need to find it. But we will not find it now. First we read all the headings, and then we will keep the headings in mind, and then we will skim read the paragraphs. Okay, like this we go on with it. Heading number 2, importance of written records. Underline importance of written record and different ways of recording them. Heading number 3, use of papyrus for a range of purposes. Underline range of purposes. And I have seen it several times. Whenever they use range of purposes with the comma, they say people used it to make boats, people used it to make their houses, they also used it as a food, they also did this with that. So there'll be three or four options. Heading number 4, suggestions for future possibilities of papyrus. Usually future possibilities come in the last paragraph. So if they talk about it, they will just say, but they said it became obsolete. So there is no suggestion related to that. Anyways, heading number 5. How papyrus was cultivated. Now listen, whenever there is a long heading and there is and in it, you need to check both parts. Now please underline cultivated and different manufacturing methods. Underline manufacturing. Now in one paragraph, if they talk about only cultivation without manufacturing, it will not be there. But if they talk about cultivation and manufacturing, then this heading will go there. Okay, let's go on. Decline of papyrus use. And decline will come in the last paragraph. You know, there would be a paragraph where they say paper was invented and then people stopped using papyrus and all that. If you please come to the last paragraph. Last paragraph E. First paragraph, last line. The adoption of this paper by Western culture soon rendered papyrus obsolete. Okay, so these type of headings usually come in the end. Decline of papyrus use. Heading number 7. Preservation and destruction of papyrus documents. Preservation and destruction. Yeah, and heading number 8. Process of papyrus production. If you remember, we read one heading where they were hammering it together and all that. Now we know the headings. Okay, when you read the paragraph, in the paragraph sometimes the first sentence will give you a very clear clue and you will find the heading. Otherwise you read 2 to 3 lines and you get the clue. Sometimes clue is in the middle. Sometimes they go on with the paragraph and conclude it with the main idea. Like there was a reading test which I was solving. They discussed all the things and in the end they mentioned this was the aim of her study. First they mentioned everything. Last line was this was the aim of her study and the heading was original aim of the study. So that heading would go there. So sometimes it's the last line, sometimes first line, sometimes middle line. So you just need to see what does the paragraph say. Now let's see. I'm reading paragraph A. Libraries and archives are cultural crossroads of knowledge exchange where the past transmits information to the present and where the present has the opportunity to inform the future. Okay. Bureaucrats have become the backbone of civilization. Governments try to keep track of population, business, transaction and taxes. At a personal level, our lives are governed by documents. Now focus this. At a personal level, our lives are governed by the documents. You have ID cards, you may have passports, you may have certificates, your degrees and all that. So he says, our lives are governed by documents we possess. We are certified on paper literally from birth to death. So this is all about the importance of written records and all that. So go back and see which heading is going to be for paragraph A. Heading number 2, importance of written records and different ways of recording them. Now what are different ways of recording them? We've got birth certificate, death certificate and all that. So heading number 2 is the right answer for question number 28 and you are going to cross heading number 2 also because one heading will be used once only. Now we come to paragraph B. Papyrus is strongly associated with Egyptian culture. Although all the ancient civilizations around the Mediterranean used it, papyrus sedge is a tall grass-like plant. It was harvested from shallow water. Do we have any option for harvested? No, cultivated is not harvested. Cultivated is the first process and harvested is the last process. So, harvested shallow water and swamplands on the banks of the river Nile. Manufacturing sheets of papyrus. Manufacturing. Now they talk about manufacturing. So tell me the heading.
The process of papyrus production.
Yeah. Which heading? Go on, read the headings and tell me which is appropriate. Manufacturing. Heading number 5 or heading number 8? Why not 5? Excellent, very good, because they did not mention anything about cultivation. right? So they were only talking about production. So heading number 8, process of papyrus production, will be the right answer for that. Now you can cross heading number 8 also from the list. Okay, paragraph C. In moist climates, the cellulose-rich sheets of papyrus would readily decay. Now they're telling us how to preserve and all that. Readily decay, becoming covered by mold or full of holes from attacks by insects. But in dry climate, such as the Middle East, papyrus is stable, rot-resistant, writing surface. So in dry climate, it is good. They're telling us how to preserve it. So which heading? Preservation and destruction of papyrus document. For preservation, what are they using? In dry climates such as Middle East, papyrus is stable. And what is destruction? In moist climate, it would readily decay, becoming covered by mold or full of holes from attacks by insects. So preservation and destruction. Destruction means attacks by insects, and preservation means in the dry climates. So heading number 7 will go to question number 30, and we are going to cross heading number 7 also from the list. Okay, now let's go on. Next we've got paragraph D. Please come to paragraph D. Okay, besides their use in record keeping, papyrus stem were used in many other aspects of Mediterranean life, range of options, such as for boat construction, number 1, making ropes, number 2, sails, number 3, and baskets, number 4, as well as being a source of food. So these are 5 uses of papyrus. Heading number 3. Well done. The use of papyrus for a range of purposes. Question number 31, section D, 3rd heading is the right one. And you can cross heading number 3 as well. Now, paragraph E. True paper was probably invented in China in the 1st century CE. Like papyrus, it was constructed from meshwork of plant fibers, but the Chinese used fibers from the white mulberry tree, which yielded a tough, flexible material that could be folded, stretched, and compressed. The adoption of this paper by Western cultures soon rendered papyrus obsolete. What does it mean? The use of papyrus finished entirely when the paper was invented. So, which heading? Well done, very good. Decline of papyrus use. Question number 32, heading number 6 will be the right answer. Okay.